Perpendicular lines and slopes. What is true about the slopes of perpendicular lines? 1. All horizontal and vertical lines are perpendicular. If we draw a horizontal line anywhere on a graph, and then we would come and draw a vertical line, they would be perpendicular. For other types of lines, the product of the slopes of perpendicular lines is always going to equal -1. Some examples of that happening. If our original slope was 1/2, our perpendicular slope would have to be a -2/1 in order to get our answer when we multiply to be a -1. Another set. If our original slope was -7/2, our perpendicular slope would be, yes, a +2/7. And if our original line had a slope of a +3/4, the perpendicular slope would have to be a -4/3. Basically, what you can see happening here is in order to get the product to be a -1, we have to make it so that the two slopes are opposite, meaning one is positive and one is negative, reciprocals. So you've got a fraction, and in order to get it to be the reciprocal, you flip it over. So in some cases, you can think of it as flipping it and switching it. Flip it over and switch the sign. So now we're going to use this information to write the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that goes through the point for -3 that is perpendicular to this given line. So in our given line, the slope is 1/4. So in order for our new line to be perpendicular to that, the new slope would have to be a -4/1, or we can leave it as just a -4. And then we are going to have to use this point when we create our equation. So y equals -4 is our new slope, and then the x plus b. Then substituting the value of the coordinates, I know that y is -3, and I know that x is 4. And I am going to solve for the b value. So I have -3 equals a -4 times a +4 is going to give me -16, and then plus b. So now to solve this, I need to add 16 to both sides. So I have a -3 plus 16. It's going to give me a +13 for my b value. So my final answer, because it is an equation, is going to say y equals, again, my slope is -4 for this one, and the x plus my b value, which I found out was 13. And this would be my final answer. And I could graph those two and see that they indeed are perpendicular.